Hello, everyone. This is Talal, and this topic is going to be very interesting. It's about equality. Are men and women equal, and are people in general equal? The simple and straightforward answer is no. We are never equal, but the reason why we would like to believe or we would hope that we are equal is because we believe in something called justice. We want a just society. So when someone says we're not equal, we don't like that concept. But we all know deep down it's true, right? We don't have the same level of intelligence, same level of physical beauty, same level of education, same level of wealth, and like it or not, just that's just the reality of life, and due to that, we could never be equal, right? I mean, in certain respects, we're equal, yeah, for sure. Like we're both human beings. We we all feel emotions. We all have good and bad days. We all go through trials and tribulations. For sure, there are many things where we are equal. But at face value, when we break down the different components of our lives. We're not equal. Now let's talk about men and women first. Men and women can never be equal because we're biologically different. And when I say biologically different, people just usually think about sex and physical appearance. But no, it's much more than that. Even our biology even dictates career paths, right? Even dictates many other things like aggression and how we deal with the world. Men are more competitive due to testosterone production, right? We have a high level of testosterone production, which biologically makes us more competitive, which makes us more aggressive in certain settings, and also which makes us, uh, you know, uh, more ambitious. Like we fight more for what we believe in. And some women will say, yeah, but there are a lot of men who are not ambitious. I'm like, yeah, because they're taming themselves. And they're taming themselves because they either had bad history or they don't know how to channel their energy. There are many different explanations to it. I'm not going to go into detail. Uh, Women, on the other hand, are more feminine. Even in societies where they become masculine, they always revert back to their roles in the times of crisis, right? And in many certain circumstances, if they like a specific guy, they're going to try to want to act feminine. And there are many, because this whole masculine vibe is just a front, because they're afraid of the world and they try to picture themselves of, oh, I'm a strong, independent woman. Which, because, like, think about it from a psychological point of view. Why do you need to tell other people that you're strong and independent? That means that you're the opposite of that. Because if you're strong, you don't need to go and tell the world that you're strong. It just shows. I never understood the concept of I'm a strong and independent woman. I think people don't even understand basic psychology on that level. So women are not the same, and women usually care more about people and relationships and talk and gossip, and men usually care about products. That's why you see way more male engineers than you do see female engineers. And in many societies, females, especially in the West, females have even more rights than men. Yet they're not getting these job positions and postings. And how do you explain that? So it's not really honest, right? And women are more emotional when it comes to sex or everyday decisions, whereas men are more logical. Now, I'm not saying it's a pro for men or a con. It can be both, to be honest, and the same thing for women. But it is what it is. That's all. It's not like that men are superior to women or women are superior to men. It's just that we're different. Now, moving on to people in general, are we similar? Are we equal? Also, no, because like I can't compare myself, for example, to someone who has a PhD degree, right? I can't compare myself to someone who studied physics. I didn't study physics. Let's say I studied business. I studied, human resources, accounting, other stuff. I do study IT, but I know nothing about physics. And a doctor can't, compare himself with an electrical engineer. They're in different career path, different interests, different strengths and weaknesses. So no, and even when it comes like to things like physical strength, some people have way bigger bodies. Some people are way, you know, way more shredded due to their genetics, due to the food that they eat, due to the exercise, and even if you compare two people who are both have the same level of discipline and eat the same type of food, some one person would probably be stronger than the other person because they have better genetics. Okay, or so I believe that the concept of equality is not really true. It it never was and never will be. Uh, and just some people, for instance, are just very charismatic in their nature. They just love life. Like you can train yourself to be positive or to like certain things, but you are who you are. Like if you've ever noticed, there are some people who are just very calm, or very angry, or very emotional, or very cold. But that is not something that you mainly control. That is something that's part of your genetics, part of your culture, part of the way you were brought up with your family. So it's not like people like to claim that it's always a you thing, that you can change it. Of course, you can always change certain things in your personality, but a lot of it is genetics, a lot of it is cultural, a lot of it is family, history. So I don't like people who pretend that, you know, you are the master of your affairs in all circumstances, which is not the case. So the idea that we're all equal is not really accurate.